Video product review. I already did a video of the EJ34. I like D'Addario strings. I've been using them almost since I started playing, and I will probably always use them. I'm just happy with them. It just popped off. It just broke off. And what are the odds of it breaking off on the high E? So, wasn't really too happy with that. I wanted to stick with D'Addario, so I found these EJ48s. Check out my affiliate links in the video description. Donations accepted. Put a link in for both of these strings if you want to buy these. They've worked for me. I just wasn't thrilled that this broke. And I'm going to test this out and see if it's any better. I believe I bought this because it was a ball end. Hopefully it says ball end on here. The steel strings for D'Addario, they always have the... Are these ball end? Did I mess up here? Oh my god. Boy, am I in trouble. I thought I was ordering ball end, and I did not order ball end. Okay, so this is going to be a total nightmare for me. There are many different ways to do the knot on a classical. You can do just a simple knot. You can knot one and extend a string over to the next one and knot that one and put the leftover piece under that knot and the next one over to the... You can do it fancy, or you can just do it really easy. This is the advantage of ball end strings. Professional video here, as I said. So all I'm going to do, it really doesn't matter which end you use. This is how it came. This is how they sent the string. String is more than long enough. Again, I prefer the ball end because you know exactly what you're dealing with and you're not running short on the string. I've got more than enough string here. So let me slide. I'm going to take this and insert it into the hole. You always want to insert it into the hole. Go slow. Get that penetration in there. It's a lot easier on the... It would be a lot easier if I cut this mess off, which I might do. I don't like doing that because then I don't have as much string as I wanted to, but sometimes you want to take the tip, you want to bend your tip just a little bit so it will go in the hole. I hope YouTube doesn't block that. And so I still have string, but not a lot. That's why I don't like this. I really do not. You don't have a lot of room to play games over here. So I'm just going to make a simple knot. Just a simple knot. I'm going to go around. We all know how to make a knot. Just a simple knot. And then I'm going to loop it. I'm going to go around. I'm going to go under. I'm going to go over. I'm going to put it in the loop. I'm going to grab the end over here if I can get it. This is when having needle nose pliers would be really nice. You can see that. That is the loop. Not the nicest loop, but it is a loop that's going to work. All I did is I got some needle nose pliers, gripped it, tightened the knot a little bit. And so what I was saying is that if you have this extension piece over here, when you make the next string, when you do that, some people like to take this string and hang it over towards the adjacent one and then tie it all down so it looks really pretty. It's up to you. I'm not going to mess with that. I've got this thing done over here, tight enough, it's secure. I'm going to go to the other side, insert it into the hole, and I'm going to start tightening the string. But you go in, you put your finger underneath there, 3 fingers, put that over there, and you want your finger straight. And so what I did is I got the length, but then I moved up to about the 3rd, 4th fret. And again, it's a hit and miss. I'm sure there is an exact way to do this that I don't know how, but I got the length at about the 3rd, 4th fret, made sure that I was balanced like this, put the string in here, put it in the hole. Some people like to take this piece and wrap it underneath. Same thing with the 5th string. This time I just tied the knot, grabbed the needle nose, pulled, yanked on this end, I really did not leave a lot of length for the string. My advice, do not cut the string before you start to wrap it, because you are going to run into a lot of trouble. You need this extra space here to be able to work with tying nylon strings. You need this extra length. It's just a standard knot. You put it under and over, and it goes into the hole. I grab it with my fingers if I can. And if I can't, that's okay. So I've got the needle nose pliers, which I'm going to grab over here. Show you how easy this is. Grab it on the end, pull it, and you got a nice, simple knot. I used the needle nose. I didn't like that it was slopping around. You know, these things are secure. These aren't going to come out. This was slopping around. This is definitely fine. This is not going anywhere. So I wrapped it. I did just a double knot. I looped it. I did my regular knot, and then I looped it around again under there and pulled it tight. I decided to double knot the 6th string. I tried to do it on the 5th, but I could not. I didn't have enough room. I didn't have enough tail. When you were doing steel string, you know how you have to turn one side counterclockwise and tighten clockwise, and it's opposite on the other side? With classical, that is not the case. Everything is the same. So you tighten going clockwise, and you loosen going counterclockwise on all of the pegs. Not sure if you can see that. It's a deformity in the string. It's the number 1 string. It's kind of crushed over here. It's crushed over there. I'd like to extend this a little bit longer, but the problem with nylon strings is they never give you a lot of extra string. They just don't. There it is, people. Number 1 string, Diodario, snapped. You can see all throughout the string there are deformities. So I'm going to get my money back. Continuation of the video that nobody's going to watch because it's too long. Here we go. We're going to be installing the EJ44. So let me show you what the ball end looks like. This is a ball end. I'm going to be able to string this guitar in half the time. What we've got here, we've got the number 6 string, remember? Oh boy. Remember that nightmare? Okay, so this just goes to show how easy it is to do this. String is in the hole. And this is all you do. You take that little sticker off. We got number 6. Look how easy this is. None of those knots, none of that wasting any time. It's done. All of that took about 5 minutes to get the camera, tripod, get the labels off the strings, push them through the holes. It's much easier to do this on a bed than it is to sit at a table in a chair and try to do this with it raised up. I'm on the floor. I'm on the bed. It's cushioned. Nothing's going to get scratched. If you have a table where you can stand up, I would suggest that. Sitting down, not as easy to do. So there are a couple ways to do this. If you saw the video before, let me show you one of the standard ways that I like to do it, and it's not very accurate, but it works out. I like to go to about the 3rd fret. Let me zoom out a little bit. Can I? Go to the 3rd fret, bend the fingers like this. String is a little bit tight, bend the fingers like this, and that is about that's about the extra length that I use. Sometimes I go a little further. The higher up you go towards the bridge, the more length you get, but somewhere about 3 is good. When you're on the thick strings, you're going to have a lot less windings compared to the smaller strings, obviously. And then there are 2 other ways. I just read of one today. I've never done it, but their suggestion is you hold the string obviously, towards the tuner, and they say go over to the 12th fret and do a karate chop. So you're going to do the 12th fret. Can I zoom out a little bit more? I don't know. That's about it. Go to the 12th fret, do a karate chop, and I'm going to do this right now, and I'm going to go over to the tuner, to the peg, and let's see. So this is how much slop. This is a lot of play. But let me go over to the 3rd fret like I was doing before. And what does that give me? It gives me almost about the same length. Maybe remember I said about the 4th, so that gives me a little bit more length going to the 12th fret. If you've got really big hands, that might not work. And then there's the 3rd way that it's done. Oh, I should have... Okay, so the 3rd way is we're over at this peg over here. You want to go 2 additional pegs, so doing 2 additional pegs, you would say, we're over here, we want peg 1, peg 2, so this is what we want. We want this space over here, so we move it over here. Now I'm going to go over here, and what does that give me when I go over here? Let's go to the 3rd fret, like I did before. Wow, look at all that extra slop. That's way too much. I want to make sure that I did that right. We're at the 6. We want to go to the 2. Maybe it's set a little bit less. Okay, so we're tight, a little bit less than 2. We're going to go over here. That's a lot of slop. Let's go over to the 12th fret and see. That is ridiculous. Okay, and I've done that before on acoustics, but come on, look at this. Look at the amount of slop on here. I'm going to try the 12th fret right now. And we're back over here. And then I'm going to go back over to the 4th fret. And, you know, I'm going to try this and I'm going to see what happens. Let me put it in the tuner and I'll be back. Looking at the 6th string over here. Okay, so first what I did is I did my standard this way at the 4th fret, and I had hardly any space to put a wrap, maybe 1 wrap and maybe a wrap and a half. So I went, that's not good. So I went over to the 12th fret, and I still didn't have enough space. So I did the, I held the string over here, a little less than 2 spaces, moved it back, and it's not tuned up yet, but we've got 2 wraps on there. Had I not gone with this thing, which remember I said there was way too much slack, had I not done that, I might have had maybe 1 wrap. Now I'm not tuned up, so when I tune it up, these strings are going to stretch day after day, and I might get 2.5 to 3 wraps. The number 1 string I like to do first, I like to keep it on the outside to get it away. The 2 and the 3, I like to do them on the inside, but the number 1, always on the outside. Here we go. This took about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, I don't know, getting the camera set up and stopping to record and doing the measurements to see which one would be better. And I'm really surprised, but for me, as I said, the measuring 2 keys away, tuners away, or doing like the 4 fingers, gave me a decent wrap. I got like 4 on here, maybe 3 on here, 4 on here. Here's people. It took me almost 20 minutes to tune it, and it's already out of tune. It's out of tune because these strings, nylon strings, will stretch for days and days. They'll just stretch forever, but every time I got something tuned in, it was way out. The E string, I kept on thinking I was going to snap the E string, had to tune it another octave up, like I did with the other one, and I thought it's going to snap, but it didn't snap. So let me show you what I've got over here. I'm going to cut all this stuff later and get it all cleaned up. Ball ends, much easier to use. I'm going to stick with the EJ, what was this, the EJ44. The other one that I used, obviously you saw it broke. Let me let you listen to what it sounds like. It's so much easier to tune the steel strings. That's because I'm not used to the nylon strings. Every time I do the nylon, it takes me forever. Tune. It already went out of tune. E, A, D, G, that's way out. B, E, we're already almost half a note off within about 30 seconds. Let's try it again. I can't really play loud, it's late at night. I don't know how to play anyway. I just make these videos for fun. Have no idea how to play the guitar. Thanks for watching, people. I do hope somebody benefits from this video. Probably nobody will, but you never know out there. Maybe this will go viral and I'll become a billionaire. Probably not. Thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, comment. Donation links in the video description along with affiliate links to purchase the string. I would suggest the EJ34 and not the other one where you have to do all the knots. Plus, when I looked at the number one string, not only did I over tighten it, but that number one string had indentations and imperfections all over the place. First time I've had a problem with Diodario.